Hey everybody, what's going on? All right, so we got all the teams occupied again with GMs. That's great. Actually, Sporer exported at 3 in the morning last night, so he was keen to get crack-a-lackin'. I don't know what changes he's got, if any. Let's see: Atlanta, nothing. Boston, nothing. California's in. Chicago's in. Denver, nope. Grand Rapids, yep. Houston, nope. KC, nope. That's okay though, because I've never been telling people they got to export every sim or anything. It's just nice to see who's going for the 100%. Ravens in, Metros no, Speeders, Dragons, Ohio yes, Salts yes. I just exported. You guys saw that, and I believe Washington. That's what it says. Get the old trusty export tracker. Stats Plus is up to date, by the way. Who is at 100% right now? So just Calgary, Grand Rapids, Minneapolis, Nevada, Ohio, and Toronto. 6 teams have exported 100% of the time since the beginning of the season, April 7th. And Washington, first time export today. That's Sporer's new team. There they go. All right. Do you want a minute to export? Are you available to? Anakin, the slacker. Twins, the slacker. You're Kansas City, right, Twins? The Blizzard. Dairy Queen Blizzard. Yeah, we can wait. I won't advance anything. I thought there was a trade submitted. I'm just thinking of some of the trade chatter I've been hearing, but I guess nothing was submitted. It is the end of week 3. I don't know what. Yeah, so the last stream said end of week 3. We actually didn't make it all the way through the end. It's Saturday, Sunday, the 26th, 27th tonight, and then we start on day 1 of week 4 tonight. So we're almost a month into baseball. We're getting close to a month in. The draft pool was announced. I did export the draft order. I'm going to fix it up and re-import it once again. The expansion teams are drafting last in the first round and first in the sup round. So they're getting a sandwich pick. They're getting the end of the first, beginning of the first round supplemental pick. That's to make up for the fact that they didn't have a draft pick in 2024 because they didn't exist then. Unlike real MLB, where expansion teams get to draft a year before they are invented. All right, let's see. Yep, there you go. You're in like Flynn. Anybody else we missed? All right. We'll just roll it. So here's your standings. I'll put the expanded standings on because that one's got the run differential, and I find the run differential is a good bellwether to tell whether a team is really well placed where they should be. And the Boston Brawlers should probably be in first place. They are plus 16 run differential. Their Pythagorean has them 2 games above 500 right now. They're 2 games below that. They're 8 and 10 instead of 10 and 8. So they're a little bit miscast as a second place team right now. Metro's Dragons ahead of them. The Dragons, Pythagorean has them at 8 and 10. with a -12 run differential. And I really find that run differential is a big indicator. So yeah, there's lots of time. These are small sample sizes, so there's lots of time for this to sort itself out. But I do note the Dragons are on a 3-game losing streak. I think they just got swept by Chicago, was it? Pitbulls 15-3, already at a +58 run differential. So they're charging hard, picking up where they left off last season. Just 3 losses. That's amazing. I mean, that'll obviously they'll hit a slide and that'll catch up with them. But they're 5-0 against left-handed pitching, so don't even bother putting lefties against the Pitbulls. I should probably get rid of most of my lefties. I think I'm up against the Ravens for the next series. And they've not been doing too well either. They're 8-10 with a -1 run differential. On a 5-game losing slide. Oh boy. Spore just took over the Freedom. He likes the team. It's the comment he left for me in Twitter. He's in Discord. I don't know that he's spent much time there. He's a busy guy. He's constantly streaming and writing articles. So we're just thankful he joined and he wants to check us out and he's interested in a fictional league because he's pretty good with the MLB stuff. That's his bread and butter. But he did say fictional league is something that he's always interested in joining. And you know what? It's addictive. You get hooked into the player stories and the player histories, and they're completely fictional players. The Blizzard on top of the East. There you go, Twins. 12-6 record with a +23 run differential. I suspect we'll see a lot of the Blizzard on top of the East this year. And maybe Atlanta will catch up. Who knows? That +18 run differential. Their Pythagorean has them pegged at 11-7. Yeah, and that will be. You're right. That will be an interesting series. Is that who you're playing right now? Atlanta. Oh, I get the toddler hug.
Do you want to go say hi? He's streaming. Do you want to say hi to people?
Say hello. Say hello to everybody. You can't hear them, but you can say hello.
Hello. Oh, I can't hear you.
Well, because it's just me talking to them. They don't. I don't hear them back. No rush. No rush for bedtime. Very appropriate shirt.
Very appropriate.
No rush for bedtime.
The doctor will listen to my heartbeat up here.
Yeah.
Do you want to say hi on the camera side?
All right.
See
Let's.
if you do it.
Here.
Let me open Twitch so I can see her.
All right. Here comes the toddler to say hi. Here she is. Wave at the camera and say hi. I'm Sai Sai.
Hi, I'm Sai Sai.
There you go. Now you're internet famous.
Oh, get her. That's a cute.
All right.
Okay, I love you. You need to go to your bed, okay? I'll see you when I'm done work.
Bye. Oh, thanks. Good night.
Yeah, one more sip of it.
One more sip of what?
One more sip of that.
Sip of slushy and you need to
Yeah. So
okay?
who's on the schedule? Anakin. Hi, little tot.
God.
Zyla?
4, yeah.
2 starters in the DL. It's funny. There's a lot of Houston, as we know, is really suffering on the disabled list this season. So the fact that they're doing as well as they are is quite impressive. I was actually going to look at that. The injury report, injury summary, according to Stats Plus, Houston has 10 players on the IL, totaling 138 days so far, with $4.47 million in salary down the drain. The next highest salary loss because of injuries is Calgary, actually, with only 4 players, but they've sunk $2.47 million into lost salary on the injury list, 57 IL days already. But they're way down, 6th if you're counting players. Well, go by injury dollars. They're 2nd. Nevada's 3rd with 3 players, 42 days. So part of the problem is Houston, Calgary, Nevada have expensive players. So when those guys hit the injury list, it costs them a lot of money. Chicago has nobody injured. They're the only team with no injuries. So that's also helping them out right now. I was going to look at the Stats Plus sim preview. And I can't remember what teams did I do last night. I don't even remember. Nomad's Ravens. That's one of the featured series. It's the first meeting this season. All-time, Minneapolis is 49 and 33 against Toronto. Going back to 2018, we don't. Stats Plus doesn't have stats before that. Kansas City Blizzard are playing the Atlanta Fire Ants. That could be a good series. First time these teams are meeting ever. Blizzard are 12 and 6. Atlanta is 9 and 9, but 5 and 1 at home. So they've been, as an expansion team, they've been doing real good at home. I'm trying to remember if we have a stadium for them or not. Speeders and Titles are tied with 11 and 7 records. California's been 7 and 2 at home. I haven't imported their new stadium. It'll be a first meeting this season. And Montreal, Boston. That's a featured series as well. See any big streaks. Ricardo Rodriguez on a 15-game hitting streak. John Rambo's homered in his last 4 straight games. His career high is 5 straight home run games. And so we'll see tonight if the slugger can homer again and tie the record. I'm being assaulted by a toddler in a little drivey car, little wheelie car.
Say. Okay, honey. Do you want to drive back to your room? It's time to go park it now, okay?
And where's our... there we go. All right, New York, Chicago. That was our last one? Did New York, Chicago last night? I don't even remember. And I haven't had time to update the wiki. I meant to do that earlier. So it was a Lake League matchup, though, right? So we should be doing a Metro League game tonight. That's right, it was New York, Chicago too, wasn't it? All right, so Denver, Miami's an option. Washington, Houston's an option. Seattle, Calgary. Donald Diamond getting a season debut for Calgary. You guys saw me just take him off the injury list and put him back into the rotation for Calgary. Speeders, Titles, as I mentioned, those two teams tied with 11 and 7 records. And the Blizzard and the Fire Ants, and I think we might do the Blizzard and Fire Ants. We've got Casey's manager here tonight. Yeah, maybe we'll do that one. All right. Yeah, that one looked interesting. Atlanta with their home record, their hot home record, and KC on top of the division. That could be a good battle. Atlanta has lost their last 3, but now they're back at home. All right, let me just plug in a save, and now that I've imported all the teams. Why didn't Stats Plus have the Chicago hitting streak? Matt Dixon on a 19-game hitting streak currently. Shinji Kunoshita of Washington on a 19-game hitting streak as well. So we might see some hitting streaks extended into 20 games. You got to make 25 games to make the list on the wiki. I maintain a separate list there just because you can add more interesting stats and rank things by teams and stuff like that. Kinoshita's having a hot start to the year. He's batting .418. Wow. 1131 slugging. Oh, I should run a bet tonight too. And just an update on the people who won stuff and Scott's Trophy. I'll be sending all that out Tuesday. Tuesday, I'm teaching a firearms course, but we usually finish early on the second day. And that'll give me time to hit the post office and ship not only the stuff from the firearms courses, the firearms safety courses, but all the Bull League stuff as well. So that'll get shipped. I think there is a hat someone won on opening night. Was that you twins, or is that who was that? Hey, Legacy's here. Is it Anakin? Did you win the ball cap on opening day? I can't remember. Well, Addie won it, and then we drew again.
Which price?
Was it Dustin that won it? Oh yeah. All right. Well, anyway, yeah, I'll ship that out. I guess I got to get an address. Run a quick backup, and I get nervous when the backups haven't been done in a while. No beer tonight. I had a coffee. I was falling asleep earlier, although now I'm going to be up all night, and I got to be up early. Oh. So don't beer me. I should turn it off tonight. But I just closed Twitch. Oh, we did a Fire Ants game already. They played Nevada in the third stream. It was the first game at LV Speedway. So now I'll do the first game at Atlanta's home stadium, and I don't think I did a custom stadium for Atlanta. Because I don't think I heard from the Atlanta GM what he wanted his stadium to look like. So I just left it at whatever the game generated. Dave Filer. So yeah, he never got back to me about what he wanted the stadium to look like. So let's get Stats Plus running. And here we go. Kansas City Blizzard, Atlanta Fire Ants. I don't think I've done a Blizzard game yet this year since the regular season started. So here we go. Pedro Quiroga is scheduled to start for the Blizzard. Mike Mora on the mound for Atlanta. He is 2-0 with a 2.75 ERA. So things are looking pretty Atlanta right now. But it is a 3-game series, so we'll see how that pans out. It's one of the later games today, so we should have some results. By the second inning, we should have some results from previous games. And I like this. Pretty even distribution of who the better players are at these batting positions, the batting order positions. So it's not lopsided one way or the other. We are at Fire Ants Field. It is 7:05 p.m. for a start time. 33,660 fans in attendance under clear skies. 69 degrees in hot Atlanta, which is pretty good for an evening temperature, actually. Wind blowing in from left at 9 miles per hour. Check out the team stats. We'll go back to the lineups. Kansas City in first place in the division with a 12-6 record. They're 6-3 at home, 6-3 on the road. They're 8-2 in their last 10. So they've gone off to a pretty good start. They're a pretty quick team on the base pass. They've been stealing lots of bases. It's the pitching and defense that have been keeping them on top so far, with second best in the league earned run average in the ML, and second best starting ERA 3.13. But they don't have their best starter on the mound tonight, so that'll be interesting to see how that pans out. Atlanta Fire Ants, for their part, as mentioned, 9-9. They're fourth in the division. 5-1 at home though, and in the last 10 games they're 5-5. They're on a 3-game losing streak right now, but now they're at home, and we'll see. Now we'll see how it pans out for them. Second in the ML in home runs, walking a lot. They're tied for first in bases on balls, and with some average batting and defense overall. So, but they've got a good pitcher starting tonight, and that pitcher is Mike Mora. Mike Mora came in. Let's see. He must have been an expansion draft pick. He was out of. What team was he out of? California Titles, looks like. Expansion pick on the 18th round. Won some awards at the Cal League level, AAA level.
How about you, Ray? Say yes, I can push you.
I can push you a little bit. Just to there, though, okay? Whoa, watch out. Watch your knee. All right, 1 sec, everybody. Where were we? Mike Mora with the incredible control, decent fastball, curveball, and projecting a great changeup down the road. Durable injury history. Those are all good things. Great stamina. Low greed. Nothing else is good about his personality, but he's not very greedy, so I guess that works. Well, when you're from Venezuela, I guess you're used to not being greedy, not having much. He is 2-0 on the season. This is his first start, obviously, against Kansas City. It's the first time these two teams are meeting. But his 107 whip is enviable and has to be up there near the top of the league. Pedro Quiroga, pitching for Kansas City. He is 0-1. As you can see, bedtime for the toddlers, going well. The native of Puerto Plata, Dominica. I think I've been to Puerto Plata on a vacation once. Just 19 days into his major league career, he's got 3 starts under his belt. 245 earned run average, which is not bad. His ERA matches Mora's at 109, but just 9 strikeouts, 5 walks. He's having a little bit of trouble dominating on the mound. But he does have a dominant curveball and some pretty good movement, so only 1 home run given up this year. There's the rest of your lineup. For Kansas City, it's Phil Labbe leading off. Tex Rudman batting second, the center fielder. DH Carlos Chavez in the 3 slot. David Michel batting cleanup, the second baseman. Kevin Schmidt, the left fielder, protecting Michel out of the 5 hole. Henry Bergeron batting 6th, the first baseman. Catcher Jorge Santana batting 7th. Edwin Lozano, the third baseman, in 8th. And Elijah Smith, shortstop, batting 9th with a 425 average. How about that? Atlanta Fire Ants have Jose Contreras batting leadoff, the center fielder. Danny Huertero, the right fielder, batting second. Zong Ming Gang, the third baseman, formerly of Boston, I believe, batting third. Al Hallamore, the DH, in the cleanup slot. Bill Covey, left fielder, batting 5th. Danny Rodriguez batting 6th. Joel Didkowski, the catcher, batting 7th. Shugo Morimoto in second base, batting 8th. Danny Mason, shortstop, tired-looking shortstop, batting 9th. Let's get this game underway. Thanks, everyone, for joining Bull League Baseball tonight. It's always nice when we have some viewers. Turned off my Twitch notifications because I kept getting notifications all the time, so I gotta open up the app again. There we go. I like to monitor the stream, multiple screens. All right. So here we go. We got the big screen back up again. And Phil Labbe leading off for the Kansas City Blizzard, hitting 300 this year. He's 9 for 30, 4 RBIs. With a 730 OPS. He'll face Mike Mora. Hey, Twins with the raid. Thanks. Awesome, buddy. All right, so the game timed out for Labbe's at-bat, as it does sometimes. The first batter. So it looks like 1 out on the board. No idea what happened there. Well, let's look at the game log. Let's see what happened. He flew out to third base. All right. Line drive to Gang at third base. Here's Tex Rudman. Oh, we should get the betting going. Big fly ball to right field, and it drops in for a base hit. First base hit of the game goes to KC. And I'm going to open up CloudBot here and start the betting. I never remember the command to start this, so I gotta get more on the ball with this. Carlos Chavez with Rudman at first base. 1-2 pitch. And this one makes it into right field, splits the first and second base. And Rudman slides into third. Close, but he is safe. A single for Chavez puts Rudman at third base, and 1 out. Runner in scoring position for David Michelle. Let's get the betting started right now. Who will win the game? We'll do the who will win. Home and away. Home team is Atlanta, of course. KC is the away team. Betting's open for the next 30 minutes.
Wait, who's who?
Kansas City is the away team.
Kansas is away.
Yeah, that's Twins 34. And Atlanta, which is David Filer, is the home team. But you don't bet on the GM, you bet on the team, right?
No. People bet on me all the time.
David Michelle at the plate. Runners at first and third, 0-1 count. Here's the pitch from Mora. Big fly ball to shallow center. We'll see if Rudman goes. No, too shallow. The shortstop was out to grab it, actually, behind second base. And Rudman retreats. Host didn't work. Oh, I heard a notification. The little notification came up. But is it not, you're not hosting? What's that?
What did it say, right?
It said, it's up now, okay. 2 out. Kevin Schmidt at the plate. Oh, he's still wearing his winter ball uniform. Look at that. The Algiers something or other. What was the Algiers team again? I can't remember. Kevin Schmidt hitting .222 this year. 16 hits and 72 at-bats. 0-1 count. Liner up the middle into center field. That's going to have Rudman charging in to score. And KC's up 1-0 early. On a Schmidt RBI single. Chavez moves to second. Henry Bergeron up next. Still 2 outs on the board. 1-0 count. Slices this one off to right. It's going to drop in fair for a base hit. And the throw home, not in time. Another RBI single for Bergeron. As I believe that was Michelle charged home to score. 2 out, 2 on. Jorge Santana at the plate. 2-0 for Kansas City. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Strike 3 called, and the inning's over. But 2 runs for Kansas City put them up early. 2-0 as we go to the bottom of the first. Atlanta up now. Jose Contreras will lead off for the Fire Ants, the expansion Fire Ants. First time hosting KC at home. And they have a winning record at home. But 9-9 on the season. Let's see how they fare against Kansas City pitching. Top in the league. 0-2 count. Ground ball to third. A throw to first, and it's a missed throw. Like it sailed over the first baseman too high. And Contreras picks up an extra base on the error. Bergeron unable to corral that low orbit throw from Edwin Lozano. Here's Danny Huertero, right fielder. He played for Houston, I believe. He was, if I recall correctly, the first overall pick in the expansion draft, was he not? No, sorry, 12th round pick. I'm confusing another Houston player. The Raja, Danny Huertero, hitting .314 this year. He's been one of the bright spots in the Atlanta lineup. Ground ball to second, a slow roller. I don't know why second baseman didn't charge in for it, Michel, but he gets the out at first anyway. Contreras moves to third on the throw. And now it's Zong Ming Gang, the batter. 3 home runs on the season, hitting .273 so far after 3 weeks. 2 balls, 2 strikes, swings at the inside fastball. He goes down on strikes. And now there's 2 outs on the board. Al Hallamore up next. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Big fly ball, towering fly ball to left field, and it's tracked down by Schmidt, who makes the catch. So no runs come in for Atlanta, although the error does put a runner at third base threatening to score. It's 2-0 as we go to the top of the second. Kansas City up again. They have the lead. But we're going to check the out-of-town scoreboard now. Toronto with an 8-2 final over Minneapolis, demolishing former Toronto starter Knuckles Malone, who's been on a bit of a skid since being traded to the Ravens. He's 0-3 this year, and 13 hits for Toronto tonight. Chicago continues their winning streak. I think it's up to 6 games now. They are 9-6. They won 9-6 over Grand Rapids. Rambo does extend and his home run streak, and it's now at 5 games. He's tied his career high, 5 consecutive games where he's homered. So now we got to watch the next game against Grand Rapids, see if he hits 6. New York with a 13-3 win over Ohio earlier today. Chris Zirkle in his first start for New York picks up a win, his first of the season. Primaticcio hits a loss for Ohio. Montreal 9-7 final over Boston. And we got, it's all finals. This is really the only game in progress. Nevada beats California 7-4. Calgary beats Seattle 7-6. Chambliss going yard for Seattle along with Fennell. Calgary had Mendola, Kishimoto, and Dillman all hitting homers, and 14 hits for the Inferno. Washington 6-2 over Houston. Kinoshita with another home run for the Washington Freedom. Armstrong picks up his first win. And the Miami Storm down the Denver Grizzlies 8-3. Tom Domina with a pair of home runs for Miami. That's a good question. Well, it's a 7:05 start. It's a weekend game, so most of the other ones I think were scheduled for like 1:05 and 4:05. So I think that's why it's the only game going right now. Yeah, 7:30 p.m. So all the other ones are done. Now, I mean, they used to do weekend baseball day games all the time, but on weekends they still run night games. Just not that many. Edwin Lozano leading off the Blizzard's second inning after the Kansas City Blizzard got through the first 7 batters in their batting order. Lozano in the 8th slot, getting his first look at Mike Mora tonight. 3-0 count. Mora misses low for ball 4, fastball. And he takes his walk. Not a fast runner, Lozano, but knows how to get his timing down and knows how to work a leadoff. He can steal bases. He has just won this season. Elijah Smith up to the plate with a pretty decent batting average. We'll see if Lozano gets a green light or not. 2-1 count. And this one, a seeing eye single to right field. Lozano goes to third. He's safe. The tag is late. Single for Smith. It's first and third with no out now. Here's Phil Labbe as we return to the top of the Blizzard order. 1-2 pitch. Rocks it into right field. That's going to have another run coming in for the Blizzard. On that base hit by Labbe, Smith ends up at second. Still no outs. Tex Rudman up to the plate. He's 1 for 1. Full count. He's worked the count up to 3-2 and a steep fly ball to left field, but tracked down by Covey, who puts it in his pocket. Out number 1 now. Carlos Chavez up to the plate. 1-0 count. Ground ball to short. And they get the out at second base. No relay to first. Smith trots over to third base as LeBay is erased at second base. Or sorry, was it Rudman? Oh, Rudman flew out. And David Michel up next. 2 out, runners at first and third. A ground ball to first, and Rodriguez will take it to the bag himself, and that's out number 3. So no more runs other than the 1. But Kansas City does add to their lead. It's 3-0 as we go to the bottom of the second. Here's Bill Covey, the left fielder. His first look at Pedro Quiroga. 1-1 count. He rocks a line drive to right field. It's going to drop in for a base hit. LeBay fires it back into the infield, but Covey's safe at first with a leadoff single. Here's Danny Rodriguez, the Raja. The 1-1 pitch, and he rocks that one to the left field alley. But tracking it down with Schmidt pulls it in for out number 1. And Joel Didkowski, the catcher, comes up to the plate. He's got 17 hits so far, giving him a .333 average. Add a couple of walks in, it's a .375 on base percentage. And with his home run and other extra base hits, he's sporting a .904 OPS. A liner to the corner and left field. That'll go in for extra bases. The Atlanta fans cheering that one. And Covey, rounding third, goes home and scores. It's an RBI double for Didkowski that puts Atlanta on the scoreboard. Shugo Morimoto up next. 1 out, runner in scoring position at second. 2 balls, 2 strikes. A big fly ball to the right field alleyway and caught on the track by LeBay. Didkowski decides he's not going to tag up. He doesn't have the speed. And LeBay was on it quickly, has a pretty decent arm. 2 outs now. Danny Mason at the plate. Number 9 in the batting order. 0-1 count. Mason with a fly ball to center field, back to grab it on the track is Rudman, makes the catch, a leaping grab, and the inning is over. But Atlanta trims that lead. It's 3-1 as we go to the top of the third. KC up again. Kevin Schmidt will start off the Blizzard third inning, batting out of the 5th spot. Bergeron and Santana following him, 6 and 7. Schmidt has a base hit tonight and an RBI. Sends this one on the ground to second. It's an easy relay, a scoop and shoot for Morimoto to Rodriguez. Atlanta's fortunate to pick up a couple of good defensive pieces. Shugo Morimoto has won a defensive award at second base. Won that Gold Glove in 2023 while playing for the Metros. 2-1 count to Bergeron. Sends this one to shallow right. It's going to drop in for a base hit, played on the hop by Huertero. Morimoto was chasing it down too, couldn't get to it. And now it's Jorge Santana up to the plate, the Blizzard catcher. Fires it up the middle. It's a base hit to center field. As Contreras sends it back to the infield. Santana with a single, Bergeron at second. Edwin Lozano at the plate now. Cranks this one to left. It's going to drop in for a base hit. Rolling to the left fielder, the throw home to head off the lead runner. And it's sacks full for Elijah Smith with 1 away. Now a double play would end the inning. But a base hit could easily score a run here. Hard hit right to third base. They only get one out, so the run comes in. Bergeron scoring. Santana moves to third. But Morimoto doesn't turn two. And Smith is safe at first on the fielder's choice. 4-1 is the score now after Bergeron cashes in on that single. Phil Labbé up. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Chasing out of the zone. A curveball that just dropped off the table. And it's out number 3. So we're going to the bottom of the third. Atlanta up again, trailing by 3 runs. Jose Contreras, the leadoff batter, will start off the third inning as well. Contreras followed by Hurtado and Gang. 0-1 pitch to Contreras. Bounces into center field. It's a base hit to start things off here in the third for Atlanta. Third hit of the game for the Fire Ants. Quiroga is now giving up not only the 3 hits, but 1 earned run. Just strike out 1. No walks. So he's not having an amazing start. But he is keeping the ball down and keeping the hits down. Here's Danny Hurtado. Full count. Draws the walk. Second base on balls given up by Quiroga. And Danny's a tough guy to pitch to. He's got a great eye. Zongmin Gang up next. Runners at first and second, no outs. 1-0 count to Gang. On the ground to short. Can they turn 2? They do. Turn 2, and that's the double play. But Contreras takes third on the play. And with 2 outs on the board, it's still a threat to score on a base hit. Here's Al Hallamore. He was picked out of the Seattle organization during the expansion draft. This season, he's hit .230, pair of home runs, 8 RBIs. Last year, Hallamore had 31 dingers for Seattle, hit .253. He's never been an amazing base hitter, but certainly with that power, adding double-digit home runs is valuable to an expansion club like Atlanta. Here's a line drive to right center. That'll drop in for a base hit and score a run. Contreras gets the second run for Atlanta. Hallamore picks up his 9th RBI of the season. And it's 4-2 now. Bill Covey has a base hit his first time at the plate. Let's see how he fares here. And the pitch is thrown away. It's a wild pitch from Quiroga. And that'll mean Hallamore with an easy green light to second base. Bill Covey working the count here. Has the shift on. Everyone's shifted over to the right side except for looks like Lozano covering the line on third base. Full count. Cranks this to the corner in right field. That could have a run coming in. Covey, extra bases, goes to second, sliding in, and it is an RBI for Atlanta, and it's a 1-run ball game. Hallamore scoring on that Bill Covey double. And it's 4-3 for Kansas City. Here's Danny Rodriguez, 16 RBIs on the year himself. Mason, all the way down at number 9 in the batting order, has 17 RBIs. I believe that's the team lead. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Pop up to over to the first base side. And that's the third out. But 2-run score for the Fire Ants, and it's a 1-run ball game as we go to the top of the 4th. We'll just recap those out-of-town scores. There's no other games in progress, but we'll just have another quick look here. Jim Hooper, the top performance of the day so far, he went 5 for 6 at the plate for New York with 3 doubles and 5 RBIs. Hooper his name was bandied around in some of that trade talk, wasn't it, Addie?
It was.
Tom Demina, former New York hitter, DHing for Miami usually. He went 3 for 4 at the plate with a pair of home runs, scoring 3 RBIs. And Kian Matundu, another Dragon, went 4 for 5 at the plate with a pair of doubles. A lot of doubles in that game. That's 5 doubles between those two players and 7 RBIs. Ernie Constance was the top pitcher today so far. The Nevada starter went 8 innings, allowed 4 hits, 1 run, 1 walk, 6 strikeouts. And once again, just to remind everyone, John Rambo, 11 home runs to lead the Lake League, has now homered in 5 straight games. So we're going to watch Game 2 of that series closely to see if he can break his record. I actually don't know what the home run streak record is offhand. I don't know if anyone could search that up in the game, but the league home run streak record, not sure. But 5 games, it wouldn't surprise me if it is Rambo with 5 games. Tex Rudman at the plate for Kansas City. He's going to lead off the Blizzards' 4th inning. He's 1 for 2 tonight. And 1 for 2 against Mike Mora. 1-2 pitch. Blasted over to the left side, right to the third baseman. Gang with the throw to first. Gets the out. And Rudman turns and heads back to the dugout. Carlos Chavez up next. He's 1 for 2 as well tonight. .230 average on the season. 0-2 pitch. Mora strikes him out on the 0-2 fastball. High and inside. And that's 3 strikeouts for Mora tonight. David Michelle, the cleanup hitter with 2 outs, is hitless tonight. Cranks a big fly ball to left center. Charging in is Contreras, who camps under it, makes the catch, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for the Blizzard. First one tonight for KC. 4-3 as we go to the bottom of the 4th. Atlanta up again. They'll have Didkowski, Morimoto, and Mason due up. The bottom 3 in their batting order. And here's Didkowski, has an RBI single, I believe it was, his last time around. Oh, sorry, it was a double. And he grounds to second here. It's an easy relay for Michelle to throw him out at first. And that's 1 out. Shugo Morimoto next. 3-0 count. Works the count and draws a walk on the 3-0 pitch. A fastball outside from Quiroga. Way low and way outside. And now it's Danny Mason at the plate. Mason's 0 for 1. Morimoto at second. Has a stolen base. We'll see if he has a green light with 1 out. Cranks a line out to short, and it's a good thing that Morimoto didn't have a green light. He might have been caught off base. Elijah, a pretty good defender with a pretty good arm, could have thrown him out. But Morimoto retreats to first easily. 2 outs and Contreras back at the plate as we return to the top of the Fire Ants batting order. 1-2 pitch to Contreras. Swing and a miss. He struck him out on a fastball, 100 miles an hour on the dial, just outside of the zone. Tricking Contreras there to swing at a bad pitch. So it's the top of the 5th. KC back up again. They have the 1-run lead, and Schmidt will lead off the Blizzards' 5th inning, followed by Bergeron and Santana, 5, 6, and 7 in the batting order. Schmidt has an RBI tonight. He's 1 for 2 at the plate. And he sends this 1-2 fastball into the right field corner, bouncing off the stands, the wall of the stands. It's played by Huertero back into the infield. Schmidt ends up at second easily with a leadoff double. Here's Henry Bergeron next. Full count. Strike 3 called. The heater right down low in the zone. But Mora has rung up 4 batters now. Jorge Santana at the plate. There goes the runner from second to third, and he is in safe. Schmidt steals his 4th base of the year, tying teammate Rudman. And here's Jorge Santana to continue his at-bat. 1-0 count. Cranks a line drive into the corner and left. That'll have the runner coming in easily. And he might end up on third with this one. Let's see where he ends up. No, second base. Covey fires it in quickly. Santana with an RBI double. Not as fast as I thought he was, Santana. It's right, he's a catcher. So no chance of going to third on that one. Edwin Lozano at the plate with Santana at second. KC adding to their lead is now at 5-3. Sorry, 5-3 over Atlanta. Full count to Lozano. Swings and misses on a fastball. Mora sits down his fifth batter on a strikeout. His defense not helping him a great deal today, though. They've given up a few doubles, 11 hits, 5 earned runs. Elijah Smith at the plate now. 0-2 count. Swing and a ground out to short. That'll end the inning, but KC adds one. It's 5-3 as we go to the bottom of the fifth. Here's Atlanta for their fifth inning. They're going to have Quintero, Gang, and Hallamore as their next three up. 2, 3, and 4 in the order. David Mercier comes in to pitch. I didn't even notice he came in to pitch at the end of the fourth. Got a strikeout to end the inning. So he's just got 5 pitches under his belt, and he'll face Quintero here in the fifth. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Ground ball back to the mound, and Mercier can't get a handle on it. And that'll scores an error to the pitcher as Quintero cruises into first base. Zhongming Gang now. He's 0 for 2 at the plate. Here's the pitch from Mercier. Hit hard on the ground to the left side. Third baseman handles it. Lozano to second. Michelle at second. They get the lead runner, Quintero. Gang is safe at first. No relay throw. 1 out. Jeremy White up to the plate. He has not had an at-bat tonight. The DH, is he a replacement DH? Did he just come in? Jeremy Blanco White. Let's check the box score. Yes, he is getting his first at-bat. He's replaced Al Hallamore as the DH. White hitting .206 this year with 3 home runs, 7 RBIs. 2-1 pitch from Mercier. Grounded to short. Played over to second, and another error by Kansas City. That's 3 on the day as the throw goes into the outfield. Gang safe at second. He probably could have gone for third on that missed throw. But 3 errors for the Blizzard could end up being costly here. 1 out, 2 runners on. So the tying run at first base, and Bill Covey at the plate. He's 2 for 2 with an RBI. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Swings at an inside pitch, and that's strikeout number 2 for Mercier. And Danny Rodriguez at the plate. 0-2 count. Mercier winds, delivers, swing and a miss, high and inside slider. And Mercier pitches his way out of a bit of a jam there, making up for the 3 errors by Kansas City. 2 in that inning. 1 of them was Mercier's. Top of the 6th, Kansas City will take to the plate as Atlanta goes to the field. Tom Meehan comes in to pitch for the Fire Ants. Meehan, no decisions, but a 129 earned run average so far this year. He's pitched a few games. He's had 10 appearances, 14 innings. Only managed to allow 2 earned runs and 10 hits, so he's been fairly solid out of the bullpen with a very good knuckle curve and a plus fastball. His lack of control so far hasn't bit him too hard with the walks. He's only allowed 8 walks. And he'll face Phil LeBay, who's got a less than stellar eye at the plate, but some pretty good speed. 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 on a fastball. 98 miles an hour on the dial. And LeBay goes down as out number 1. Here's Tex Rudman, 1 for 3 at the plate. Only hitting 196 against right-handers like Meehan. Full count to Rudman. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on the knuckle curve. Strike 3. Just on the outside of the zone as well. 2 away. Here's Carlos Chavez. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Meehan sets him down on strikes. Good night, Kansas City. Atlanta gets another turn at the plate. And they have another chance to catch up here. Atlanta with some shut him down pitching there. David Mercier's been pretty knockout out of the bullpen as well. He's got 3 strikeouts, hasn't allowed a walk or a hit in an inning and a third. He'll face Joel Didkowski. 0-2 pitch. Here's Mercier firing it in, a slider for strike 3, caught looking. That slider a little bit on the inside. I think Mercier benefiting from some good framing by Jorge Santana. Here's Shugo Morimoto at the plate. 3-1 pitch. Here's the pitch. Misses low for ball 4, and he takes a base. I think that's the not the first walk Morimoto's drawn tonight. That is number 2. Huertero had the other walk. And now a pretty decent runner at first. Danny Mason at the plate. Here's the pitch. High fly ball to left field. Morimoto's going to see where it goes. It's a shallow left field fly out. Schmidt makes the catch. 2 outs now. Steve Daniel, the pinch hitter, replacing the leadoff hitter, Contreras. And it'll be a 2-2 pitch to Daniel. Liner to left. It's carrying, but not far enough as Schmidt hustles and gets there in time to make the snag. So 3 outs. Atlanta doesn't get anything but a runner on base due to a walk, and they still trail by 2 runs. Top of the 7th, Tom Meehan still on the plate. Still on the mound for the Fire Ants. He'll face David Michel. Meehan was shut him down in the 6th. He struck out the side. We'll see how he fares against the next 3, Michel, Schmidt, and Bergeron. 1-2 pitch. Strike 3 called on a knuckle curve. That's 4 Ks in a row for Meehan, who's having a very good game out of the bullpen. Kevin Schmidt up next. He's 2 for 3 at the plate. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Line drive, fly ball to right field. Huertero makes the plate, and Meehan strikes out 4 in a row, but can't get the 5th. Henry Bergeron up to the plate. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to first, and that's taken to the bag cleanly by Rodriguez. That's a 1-2-3 inning for Atlanta on Kansas City. And that's 3 times now that Kansas City has been set down in order. But they still lead 5-3. It's the bottom of the 7th. It's stretch time. Betting is closed. See, a bunch of the bets went to the away team. Did anyone bet on the home team? Didn't see actually that many bets in total. I think all the bets went to the away team. So betting is closed, and with no bets going to Atlanta, we may have to refund the bets. Danny Huertero at the plate. He's 0 for 2. Mercier, 1 walk, 4 strikeouts in 2 1/3 innings. Here's the pitch. Fly ball to shallow right. Chasing it out of the infield was Michel, who gets onto the outfield grass to make the grab. 1 out for Zongming Gang. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Big fly ball to the infield. Very tall pop up there. Second baseman makes the grab there. Michel again. And now it's Jeremy White with 2 outs. Swings at a first pitch, ground ball to short, pumps but doesn't throw, and it's an infield hit for White. 6 hits for Atlanta tonight. First one that Mercier's given up. A very speedy White makes it to the bag before Elijah Smith could get a grip on that one. Bill Covey 2 out. 1-2 pitch. Grounds it to third, and the throw across the diamond to first gets the out. And that's out number 3. Atlanta gets a runner on, but they are still trailing by 2. Top of the 8th, Kansas City up again. We'll see Santana, Lozano, and Smith unless there's substitutions. But Tom Meehan's been dominant out of the bullpen. 4 strikeouts in 2 innings. Full count to Santana. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. The high cheese gets him. 101 miles an hour from Meehan. He's got some sick velo tonight. Edwin Lozano, 1 for 2 at the plate. 2 balls, 1 strike. Swings and grounds to third. A throw across the diamond gets him. Score that one 5-3. And now there's 2 outs. Here's Elijah Smith. Has a base hit and an RBI tonight. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Swings at the outside pitch. Chasing out of the zone. Meehan has been just incredible. 100 miles an hour for that last pitch. But KC is still in the lead. Atlanta gets another turn at the plate. And they'll have the last turn at the plate too if it's, unless they take a lead or something in this inning. Bottom of the 8th, Rodriguez first. Grounds to first base, and that's an out. Bergeron takes it to the bag for out number 1. Here's Joel Didkowski. Didkowski has a hit and an RBI tonight. 1 ball, 1 strike. Swings at a hard pitch, ground ball to short. And a relay over to first, and he is out by half a step. Shugo Morimoto now. The dog's head is resting on my foot, and my foot is resting on her paw. It's kind of funny. Shugo Morimoto with 2 out. So far he's hitless tonight, but he has drawn a couple of walks. We'll see how he fares here. 2-2 pitch from Mercier, and he grounds that one to first. Mercier covers the bag, and that's out number 3. So 3 up, 3 down, I believe, for Atlanta. Back to Kansas City, top of the 9th. This game's almost done. And KC has the 2-run lead. Phil Labbé leading off the 9th inning. He is 1 for 4 tonight with a ribby. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Liner up the middle, and it's going to stay down low for a base hit into center field. Morimoto made an attempt at it, but couldn't stab it with his glove. And now a very speedy Phil Labbé, 7 stolen bases on the year. We'll see if he has a green light to go for number 8. Tex Rudman at the plate. Hitting 197, uncharacteristically low batting average for Rudman. He does have a base hit tonight, but he is struggling the first 3 weeks of this year. 2 balls, 1 strike. There goes the runner. Labbé in with his 8th stolen base of the season. Not much of a challenge for Labbé. Didkowski does have a decent arm, but Labbé had a great jump. Full count to Rudman. Here's the pitch. High and inside for ball 4 as Rudman lays off. And now it's runners at first and second. Tom Leighton's going to come in to pitch for the Fire Ants as they sit Meehan down. Base hit and a walk was enough to yank Meehan out. Leighton, 12 strikeouts on 8 innings this year. Has an 0-1 record. He's allowed 10 hits, 7 earned runs for a pretty high 7.88 ERA. 7 appearances for Atlanta. And he was drafted out of, what team was he out of? Looks like, my Nomads. So he was drafted by the Nomads in 2020 and then picked in the expansion draft by Atlanta. 0-1 pitch to Chavez, who's 1 for 4 in the game. A ground ball to first, the throw over to the shortstop covering second base. Gets the runner from first out. That's Rudman. Chavez safe at first on the fielder's choice. Labbe moves to third on the play. David Michel up with runners at first and third and 1 away. Here's the 1-0 count. Ground ball, no, a liner into right field. That's going to have an insurance run come in. Hortero plays it in quickly, but Blizzard move up to 6 and 3 on the run from Phil Labbe. Chavez at second, Michel at first with the RBI single. 8th RBI of the season, by the way. Kevin Schmidt now, he's 2 for 4 at the plate with the ribby. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to first, and the throw to second base gets the lead runner. No throw back to first to get the double play. Carlos Chavez moves to third. Schmidt, a little bit too much speed. They weren't going to get the out at first, and they risked an error that could have scored Chavez. So a wise play by Atlanta to stay conservative here and get the sure out. Henry Bergeron up. Runners at first and third and 2 out. The 1-1 pitch. Ground ball to second. They're going to go to first with that one for the sure out. And that is the side. But not before Kansas City gets another insurance run. It's 6-3 as we go to the bottom of the 9th. Bill Flannery is going to come in to shut it down for the Blizzard. He is 1-1 on the year. After 8 innings, he's allowed 11 hits, 5 earned runs, struck out 9. He's got a .540 earned run average. We'll find out how many saves he has in just a second. Danny Mason leading off the Fire Ants' 9th inning. He's 0 for 3 tonight, but is the team leader in RBIs with 17 and a .254 average. 0-2 pitch from Flannery, who's 1 for 3 in save opportunities. Ground ball to second, an easy put out. Relay throw to first for David Michel. And Mason sits down. It's Teruhito Yoshikawa coming in to pinch hit. He's only had 7 at-bats this year, but hitting 3 of them, giving him a .429 average. Add in a walk, and he's reached base in half of his plate appearances. Yoshikawa, right-handed batter, facing Bill Flannery, the left-handed pitcher. 0-2 count. Cranks a line drive into left field. It splits the D, a seeing eye single. Out of reach past the the third baseman and the shortstop. And so Yoshikawa's aboard. He's 4 for 5 as a pinch hitter with some decent speed. Danny Hortero at the plate. He's hitless tonight, but not accustomed to hitting this poorly. The left-handed Hortero, though, is going to stay in against the left-handed Flannery. Hortero doesn't hit that well against lefties. Here's the 2-1 pitch, and he manages a base hit here into left field, slicing it opposite field. The runner from first going all the way to third, Yoshikawa, picks up 2 bases, and now the tying run is at the plate for Atlanta. Hortero with that single put Yoshikawa 90 feet away from scoring a run. Zongming Gang, who's got some pretty good ability to make contact, is at the plate. He's hitless tonight, but hitting .257 on the year and .801 OPS. Bare minimum OPS. Cranks a grounder to third. The throw to first gets him out. Yoshikawa scores and makes it 6-4. It's 2 outs, though, and Hortero at second is still a threat to score on a base hit. Here's Jeremy White at the plate, who represents the tying run again. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Line drive to right. It's back to the wall. It's off the wall. That's going to score a run. And it is a 1-run ball game. Hortero comes in to score. White picks up an RBI double. And now Atlanta is back in this ball game here in the 9th. Jim Griffiths, the pinch hitter, steps up to the plate. He's hitting .278 this year. 5 for 18 at the plate. We'll see what his pinch hit stats are in a second. But Bill Flannery is barely holding on to a save opportunity here. with the tying run at second now, the go-ahead run, the winning run at home at the plate. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and Griffiths chases out of the zone. That's all she wrote. And the Fire Ants don't mount their storybook comeback after all. They lose this one 6-5. Kansas City puts this one in the books. But they came close, the Atlanta Fire Ants, with a couple of runs there at the ninth. A little bit of late inning drama with the winning run at the plate. Mora falls to 2-1. He picks up his first loss. His ERA shoots up to 4.01 after tonight. Allowed 5 earned runs, but he did strike out 5. Those 11 hits really hurt him, and I think the bulk of those hits really are the fault of the Atlanta defense, still trying to work things out as a expansion team. Quiroga, no decision after 3 2/3 innings. He had to go a couple more innings to get the decision. Mercier ends up with the decision. He gets his first win of the year. 4 strikeouts, 1 walk, 1 hit allowed in 4.1 innings. Bill Covey was the player of the game, though. Covey for Atlanta went to 2 for 4 with a run scored and an RBI. He had a double in the 3rd inning off of Quiroga with 1 on and 2 out as a key double that scored a run and put Atlanta on the path to chasing down Kansas City. They never really did catch up, but they certainly closed the gap there. That's the game for you tonight. We're going to run the quick sim through the last 2 days of this sim, but there's all your finals. We read the finals, I think, earlier anyway. All right, we'll finish the Saturday games. We're going to zip through the Sunday games. You'll notice on the autoplay, the All-Star voting is on there May 18th. We can actually open All-Star voting anytime on Stats Plus. But I'll probably give it till close to mid-May before we start opening All-Star voting. Just as a reminder, All-Star voting happens in Stats Plus. And the first-year player draft still a long ways away, but the draft pool, if you remember, was released last night. So get scouting. I've got 21 players on my scout task list. I might add a few more. I want to see who's who in the zoo, and I'm not going to have a super high pick, but I certainly want to make a good pick for my first round. All right, here's the Game 2 games, the Sunday games. Good luck, everybody. And remember, we're watching Chicago to see if Rambo gets a home run. That would be a career record 6 games in a row home run. And I should have checked the league stats. I'll check afterwards what it's at to see if he was close to breaking the record or not. No home run for Rambo in the Chicago game, but the Pitbulls do win 5-3. So he ends his streak at 5 games. Metro 6-4 over the Brawlers. The Ravens get one over on the Nomads, tying that series. Keely Sewell, who was supposed to be my top pitcher, falls to 1-3. The Oxen double up on the Dragons 6-3. I think that evens up that series. Dragons took game 1. Metropolitan League, the Grizzlies drop one to the Miami Storm. 5-4 was the score there. Fire Ants, 8-1 winners over the Blizzard. Wow, they came back big time with a 7-run 7th inning. Danny Rodriguez with his 6th home run of the year. He got player of the game. Washington Freedom, 15-3 over the Houston Oilers. Sporer is going to be happy to see that score. Brandon, not so much. Salazar with his 3rd win of the season. Kinoshita just hitting up a storm. He's now batting .434. He was player of the game. Probably got a couple of hits in that one. Let's have a check of the box score. Where is he? Yeah, 3 for 4 at the plate, 2 runs, an RBI, a pair of walks. So he's just a sick batter so far. What a piece for Washington. California Titles dropped the Nevada Speeders 3-2. Both those teams are tied. I think that means the series is tied because they were tied at the beginning of this series. And the Salts even up with the Calgary Inferno 7-3 win. Dennis Conroy picks up his 2nd loss. Valerio his 1st win. Brian Chambliss homering again. 2 games in a row. He's got 5 on the season. Move to the Monday games. We'll check the players of the week for week 3. And I will check the home run streaks. Let's see. I'm curious now. Who does have the longest home run streak in the league? I have a feeling it's Rambo's 5 games, which he tied to, this season, tied just now. But let's have a look. Oh, where's that? Stats. I think it's under statistics and streaks. Combined, and where's home runs? Hitting, scoring, home run streak. It is Rambo with 5. He's done it twice now, so it's impressive. Double check that home run streak. Yeah, it's ended streak, home run streak, 5 games this season, and he did previously have 5 games, so I don't know why it's not. It should show it twice, but he tied it anyway. I think it was 2023 that he had a 5-game home run streak before. So the Lone Wolf hitting his way into the record books. He has the longest home run streak in Bull League history with 5 games, and nobody's even at 4, which is shocking. All right, so here's your standings after tonight's 3-game sim. Metro's on top of the East, 11-9. New York Dragons 10-10. They are 1 game behind. The Brawlers still in 3rd place. The Nomads tied with them. Both teams 8-12. I'll check the run differential, but I think Boston still has a positive run differential. The Chicago Pitbulls, 7-game winning streak. Here in the 3rd week of baseball, they're 17-3. They are really making tracks, making distance between them and the next teams, which are the Hops and the Ravens. Ohio Oxen 8-12, 9 games behind the Pitbulls, but not struggling as bad as you might think. I think they went 2-1. They won that series they just played. And so it's basically three teams that are going to fight for a playoff spot behind Chicago, possibly 2 playoff spots if the East doesn't improve their act. Although currently the Dragons now look like they would be in a wild card. Of course, it's a little early to even mention wild card. It's still April. The Washington Freedom, Kansas City Blizzard tied for 1st place. No, I'm just doing one play-by-play tonight. I got to get up early. Sorry, guys. Is there one more game on the schedule? No. Oh, wait. You were right. Sorry. Thanks for the reminder. Yeah, there is. This is why I hate this schedule for the 2025 year. There is one more game to do. Everyone's only done 2 games. So let's get through that one. Yeah, all the same matchups. Thanks for the reminder. Let's get this one done. Later, we'll have a 4-game sim because, a 4-day sim because there's a day off coming up on a Friday. So, but thanks for that reminder there, guys. I'm used to ending a sim on a Sunday and advancing to Monday and wrapping it up then. But yeah, the schedule. Oh, Pitbulls take the series, sweep the series on the Hops. That gives them an 8-game winning streak. 5-2 was the score. Brawlers 10-9 over the Metros. There's an important win they're looking for. The Dragons drop another one to the Oxen. So the Oxen take that series. And the Nomads take the series against the Ravens 12-3. Win Lurte, his first home run of the year. Sam Idiels had a pair of home runs, and Beaudin and Brocklebank. Beaudin's formerly of Toronto, I think. Brocklebank and Beaudin all going yard for the Ravens. Miami Storm 11-2 winners over the Denver Grizzlies, the expansion Denver Grizzlies, who fall to 7-14. Kansas City Blizzard are at 14-7 as they drop the expansion Atlanta Fire Ants 5-3. Higuchi with his 3rd win of the year also gets player of the game. Let's see, was he up in the top 3 performances? No. but a decent game nonetheless. Washington Freedom, 8-2 winners of the Oilers. I think that's a series sweep. I wasn't keeping track of I think they won the first game. We saw they just won the second. Calgary Inferno win their series over the Seattle Salts. They win Game 3, 8-5. Troy Catley picks up his first win of the year. Omar Little going yard. Mendola and Kishimoto also adding home runs for the Reds. Speeders, 3-0 win over the Titles on a 3-hit shutout from Al Moda. Al Moda showing that he has still got the stuff, the 31-year-old lefty, firing a 2-hitter over 7 innings, allowing just 1 walk and striking out 6. He earned Player of the Game for that honor. He was a Sandy Koufax winner last year. I don't know what his pitching competition is looking like in the Metro League. I haven't really seen who the top pitchers are lately. He could be in the contention again by the end of the season. All right, so that's the third game. Sorry, guys. We'll advance to Tuesday, end the sim here, and now we'll check the standings again. So it looked very much the same. Pitbull's on top of the West in the Lake League. Montreal Metro's on top of the East in the Lake League. Still 14-7. First place for the Freedom and the Blizzard. Both teams on win streaks. Washington's won their last 7. Kansas City won the last game. They won the first game, so they took that series. Freedom looking dominant, though. In the Miami Storm, 3 games behind. They're on a 4-game winning streak, but they are trailing by 3 games in that division. Nevada Speeders, 13-8. They broke their deadlock with the California Titles in that 3-game series by winning the series, and they're a game ahead of California. All right. So that's all we got for you. We're going to check the news reports. Not that you guys can't do that when you download the league file, but here we go. Players of the week. Les Groves, the general Les Groves for Montreal. Of course, he was signed out of Chicago. I think he was assigned as a free agent out of Chicago. The 34-year-old catcher went .542 at the plate, garnering 13 hits and 24 at-bats, 2 home runs, 8 RBIs, scoring 7 times. So he earned the nod for Lake League Player of the Week. In the Metro League, it was Jorge Velasquez of Kansas City. There you go, Twins. I think that's not the first player you've had as Player of the Week this year. Velasquez went 12 for 21 at the plate, 4 home runs, 12 RBIs. He's been an RBI generating machine over the last 6 games. Atlanta loses Keith Nolan to an injury, a torn UCL. He injured it in a game against Kansas City. It's a season-ending injury. He'll be out for 10 to 11 months. So a tough break for Atlanta. The expansion team with promise. And Matt Dixon ends his hitting streak at 20 games. He won't make the wiki list, but decent hitting streak anyway. Trade rumors coming out of Miami. Will they trade shortstop Ricky Marte? That usually means that Miami got a news item or mail item saying that he wants a trade. Let's see. Yeah, he's angry. He's very unhappy with his current transactions and role on the team. Is he not starting? Is he not in the starting lineup? He must be in the starting lineup. A great defensive piece. I'll make an offer to Miami. Maybe we can pick up a good defensive shortstop if you need one. Now, he's hit 300, but he's only played 30 at-bats. All right, that's all I got for you tonight. We'll be back Tuesday night with another sim. And we'll get some more baseball done. We're almost through April. In fact, next sim will be done with April. That's 1 month into the season. We'll be starting May, and that's when things start heating up. Some good May baseball as we approach things like the All-Star game and the draft. All right, let's see who is. Spore is streaming the show. We can stop in and tell him his team is on a 7-game winning streak. We'll go give him a raid and tell him he had a good sim tonight. Oh, was he drafted out of your team? Yeah. Yeah, well. All right, guys, I'm going to put the league file up momentarily. Thanks for joining me tonight. If you're following along to the raid, then I'll see you over in Spore's channel. Until next time, that's Bull Baseball. See you guys Tuesday night.